Hello, good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about the topic ethics in engineering from the Unit 1 Engineering Ethics. Ethics are the principles followed depending upon the moral responsibility that a person feels. This study of related questions about moral ideas, character, policies, and relationships of people and organizations involved in technological activity can be termed as engineering ethics. An engineer, whether he works individually or works for a company, has to go through some ethical issues, mostly under the conditions. Like, say, for example, conceptualization of a particular product, the issues arising in the design and testing the departments, or sometimes it may be on the issues involving manufacturing, the process like sales and services. So, at any time, the engineer may face the ethical issues. So, the moral values also noted in ethics. So here the ethical decisions and moral values of an engineer need to be considered because the decisions of an engineer have a larger impact when he delivering the product and service. So how it is in the sense, how safe they are to use the company and its shareholders who believe in the goodwill of the company, it gets affected. And the people where belongs to the public and the society who trust the company regarding the benefits of the people. And also the law which cares about how legislation affects the profession and industry, the job and his moral responsibilities, and above how the environment gets affected, etc. So in all these three aspects, the moral values are highly influenced by the ethics. Some of the moral behaviors, here it is given some examples. A set of morals in order to keep away from getting morally degraded. So our behavior should include the following things. We should respect the other peoples, and also we should respect ourselves. We should respect the rights of every person and every society. And we have to keep the promises and we have to stick on the promises. We should not give up the promises. And also we should avoid unnecessary problems to others. Also we should avoid the cheating and dishonesty in every process what we are doing on. Also we have to show the gratitude towards others and encourage them to work. So gratitude is a very important behavior. We have to showcase in every responsibilities and duties. So there are some steps to be dealt with moral issues. The very first step is moral awareness. So we should recognize and analyze the problem first, then we have to judge the problem and differentiate the issues of the problem. Then we move on to cogent moral reasoning, where we need to assess and comprehend the problem logically with the possible arguments. Then we move to the moral coherence. So in this process, from various consistent and comprehensive point of view, we have to come up with the relevant facts. Then we move on to the next step called moral imagination, where we need to bring it up creative solutions, and those solutions should be found out from various alternatives and with all the practical difficulties. Then the final step is moral communication. In this process, we need to communicate the problem with a precise and clear language that the expression or word should not alter the original context or the meaning of the problem. So, on a conclusion, through one has all these moral goals. One person, if he is following all the moral goals, the ethical reasoning for achieving the moral conduct with responsibility and commitment is obtained by a few skills also explained as mentioned below. One of the skill is moral reasonableness. So the person should have the ability and willingness to deal the issues whenever it arises. Then the person has to acquire the skills of respecting the people. So the person has to treat every issue with a genuine concern and interest. Then the tolerance of diversity. where the person should have a broader perspective towards the differences between the issues. And the moral hope is also one of the skill which leads to a better communication with the rational dialogue and decisions. And final important skill is integrity, where the person is expected to be very honest and maintaining the professionalism in his living style and its dealing with the people. Thank you very much. Let us see in the next class.